Number 5. The event horizon of a black hole. Imagine you are falling toward a black hole while your crewmate watches from a safe distance. As you approach the edge, they see you slow down. Your movements become sluggish, then stretch out over an eternity. Right at the boundary, you appear to stop, completely frozen, a static image held at the edge of the abyss. From their perspective, they would watch you hang there, motionless, for billions of years as the universe ages and dies around you. This invisible boundary is the event horizon, the point of no return. It is a threshold in space-time, where gravity becomes so extreme that the escape velocity exceeds the speed of light. From an outside perspective, time itself appears to grind to a complete halt there. From your perspective, however, nothing special happens. Your own clock ticks normally. You feel no bump, hear no alarm. You simply pass through the event horizon without even noticing. But while your time feels normal, you would see the entire future of the external universe flash before your eyes in your final moments. One person sees time stop forever. The other sees the end of time itself. It is the ultimate paradox, where our understanding of a shared reality completely breaks down. Number 4. The cave experiment where time disappeared. In 1962, French geologist Michel Siffre had himself sealed inside a subterranean glacier to see what happens to the mind when you remove all external sense of time. He had no clocks, no sunlight, and no way to track the days, only a phone line to a surface team. He planned to stay for 2 months, sleeping only when tired and eating only when hungry, guided entirely by his body's internal clock. Slowly, something went profoundly wrong. His sleep-wake cycles began to stretch out. His days, a cycle of waking, eating, and sleeping, grew longer and longer without him realizing it. When the surface team finally called to tell him the 2-month experiment was over, Siffre argued with them. He was convinced he still had another month left. He was wrong. He had been down there for the full 60 days. In his mind, only 34 days had passed. His brain, deprived of the sun's cues, had quietly started running on its own slower schedule. The experiment proved that your sense of time is not a fact. It's a fragile perception your brain constructs. Take away the clues, and that perception can drift by weeks. Number 3. The top of Mount Everest. Einstein's theory of general relativity means that the stronger gravity's pull, the slower time moves. Think of gravity as a weight pressing on space-time. The deeper you are in that gravity well, the more time is slowed. This has a fascinating consequence on Earth. At the top of Mount Everest, nearly 29,000 feet up, gravity is slightly weaker than at sea level because you are farther from the planet's center of mass. This means time itself moves faster at the summit than it does on the beach. The difference is infinitesimal, just a few microseconds per year, but it has been verified by hyper-accurate atomic clocks. This isn't just happening on Everest. Your head is literally aging faster than your feet, because it is slightly farther from the center of the Earth. The effect is far too small to notice, but it demonstrates that time is not a universal constant. It is a local, flexible phenomenon, ticking at a slightly different rate for every point in space. Number 2. The North Pole. At the geographic North Pole, every time zone on Earth converges at a single point. All 24 lines of longitude that define our hours and minutes meet here, making the concept of local time meaningless. If you were to walk in a small circle around the pole, you could travel through an entire day in a matter of seconds. Each step would take you into a new time zone, an hour earlier or later than the last. This would be chaos for the scientists at research stations in the high Arctic. To avoid confusion, they simply pick a time zone and commit to it. Most use Coordinated Universal Time, or UTC, the world's primary time standard. It acts as a neutral baseline, allowing for synchronized research in a place where the sun rises and sets only once per year, offering no daily clues for our internal clocks. Number 1. The Great Unconformity. Deep within the Grand Canyon, you can place your hand on a layer of rock that is 500 million years old. Move your hand down just a few inches, and the rock you are touching is 1.7 billion years old. In that tiny gap, 1.2 billion years of Earth's geological history are simply gone. The entire age of dinosaurs could fit inside this missing gap 15 times over. One leading theory for this colossal absence is a period called Snowball Earth, when the planet may have frozen solid. As miles-thick glaciers scoured the continents, they could have scraped away over 1 billion years of rock like a cosmic eraser, before melting and allowing new, younger layers to form on top of the ancient surface. This gap, known as the Great Unconformity, is found on multiple continents, the same missing chunk of time, a global amnesia in the rock record. Below the line, the rocks are ancient and twisted. Above it, they are calm and neatly layered. As far as the rocks are concerned, for over 1 billion years, almost nothing happened.